Hey, what's up, comic book fans? You're back at Comic Book Corner 2.0, and you're with me, Mike Spider Slayer. Guys, today we are doing 3D Villains cover countdown. That's right. Guys, it's finally the last week of Villains Month. I now have all the books that I purchased for Villains Month that I am going to purchase. I bought probably about 80% of the covers. And Daniel323 was the one who recommended this video. And so, Daniel, thank you. And basically, he wanted me to have a countdown of my favorite 3D covers. And it's going to be a top 10. So there's only 10 out of the 50-something books that came out. Now, this was a really hard decision. And I just wanted to say that a lot of these covers were really, really great. And when I went through all these covers to make a top 10, I was really looking for detail in art, layers of 3D, originality with the covers, things of that nature. So I really tried to break it down as much as I could. So here we go. You're going to get your top 10, and then you're going to get, I think that's it. Yeah, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, you're going to get your top 10. So here we go. Starting with my 10th favorite 3D Villains book. And if you didn't get a 3D cover, if I didn't get your 3D cover, then you didn't make the list, obviously. So here we go. Number 10. Superman Action Comics issue 23.1. Otherwise known as Cyborg Superman. I thought this cover was really good. It was one of the first ones out for week 1 of Villains Month. And even though in the background it kind of looks simplistic, you got to look at the details of Cyborg Superman, because for some of us this is the first time that we've seen Cyborg Superman in the New 52, and you got to sit there and look at him, and you look at the detail in his face, and he's got a laser beam in his jaw, and he's like this, and he's got his claw out there, and the claw moves when you move the cover back and forth. I liked how Superman was in the background, chained up and whatnot. I like that Matrix-like background too. I mean, it's pretty cool. So that's why I liked it. I just like seeing Cyborg Superman on there. And I remember when this first came out, I'm sitting there going, dude, that's freaking pretty awesome. I'm like, I want to get Cyborg Superman. So that was number 10. Number 9. Swamp Thing issue 23.1, Arcane issue number 1. Now, some people may not like this cover, but I like it. I think it's pretty creepy, eerie looking. I mean, it's not every day where you see some character opening up his chest. He's got his niece inside his belly. I mean, you just don't see that every day. The background's got this like haunted mansion in the background, and that moves back and forth, as you can see. They got the trees that move back and forth here. Swamp Thing's kind of quivered over like this, and you got Annabelle inside his stomach. And if you look at his face is in 3D. The facial expression, the detail that went into the face to make the character was really awesome too. So that's why this got number 9. I really like this cover. This was awesome. So next. Number 8 was Green Lantern issue 23.1. I like this cover. This was one of the first times you really got to see Relic in a full version of himself on a cover. You get to see his hand that moves back and forth there. You get to see the rings. They really shoot out from you. From in the distance, they start off small, and then obviously they get bigger. But in 3D, when you look at it, it comes at you really well. And then you got the background cover here, with like the planet or whatever it is. So there's lots of layers there. It's the planet, it's Hal, and then it's Relic, and then it's the ring. So it really separates itself. Made it a nice cover to look at, and this is an enjoyable cover. So this got number 8. Number 7. Justice League of America issue 7.1, Deadshot. I remember when I first saw this cover, I looked at it and was like, whoa, man, there's bullets flying at you. There's one coming right at you. You got the Justice League of America team just laying practically dead on the floor while he's shooting at you. So this was a really cool cover for that first week. I thought it was nice and original type of style. I really liked how Hawkman's wings really go out there, and just with all the feathers and the detail that they went to really over exaggerate that so you could see the Justice League of America. I thought that was really neat. So this was a cool cover as well, and this got number 7. Number 6. This is from this week, and this is Ocean Master 23.2. I really like this cover, and I tell you why. I think that they went into great detail for making a 3D ocean wave, and I like that because when a wave breaks, there's a lot of detail that goes into that, and you could see the water driplets just move back and forth as you turn the cover, if you can see that. Really, you got Ocean Master really coming at you with the trident here. And the cool thing is you got Aquaman that's laying on the rock, and the wave kind of moves over him. So I like that cover. I think this was really neat cover. I think even when you look at the very top, there's little droplets here of the water that move as well. So I'm sure this was an easy cover, but it's awesome. I really like this one. So that was number 6. Let's see, we're on number 5. This was from the first week as well, and this was Batman Detective Comics, issue 23.1. This was Poison Ivy. I'm sorry, Poison Ivy's just hot, and I like her on this cover. There's nothing else I can say. I mean, she's seductive looking, which she should be. The background here, you got the vines that wrap around her. She's got her arms out there like that, long hair. I just like her cover. I like her character. I thought when I saw Villains Month, I'm like, dude, I gotta get this cover for Poison Ivy because she looks really good on this cover. So, number 4 is Aquaman 23.1. This is Black Manta number 1. Really like this cover as well. One of the higher rated covers on my list. Black Manta is on here. He just looks like a badass, and he's got that dagger, and the blood just wraps around him, and that blood all goes in 3D, which is really awesome. Again, you got the droplets that go around. You got the ocean that has that effect there. Aquaman is back here, just in the wave, just flopping around. So this was a really nice detailed cover. Really great to look at. You can't appreciate these covers in 2D. You just can't. They're not the same. So this really stands out here in 3D. Top 3 villains covers. Number 3, Flash issue 23.2, Reverse Flash number 1. I love this cover. I love how the Reverse Flash is out there running in between the buildings, so it gives you more of that 3D-like effect. You got the Flash in the background just laying on the ground, reaching, and you have all his little metal like spears or whatever they are, and his hand, it really reaches out there, and you can see him move in the 3D effect there. This was a nice cover in 3D. It really was. They really did a good job at making this one a 3D hallucination or illusion or whatever it is that you want to call it. But I like this one. There's a good issue too. Top 2, number 2 villains book. I have to say it's got to be Black Adam. This book, this cover looks really good. Even though I don't like the unoriginality of the background, the main character here really brings out the cover, makes you focus on him. He's got all his lightning bolts that come out. His cloak that goes around his face here, really wraps around. That does a nice job in giving it like more of that 3D effect here. And he just really stands out. His arms stand out. Again, those lightning bolts move. The cape moves. This was a nice cover. The character's facial expression, the shadows in his and his facial expressions are really done well. Gives him that villain aspect about him. So I really like this cover. This is really nice. Focuses you on right here. So this was cool. When I saw this, I'm like, wow, this is phenomenal. And now my favorite villains cover out of all the villains books is Batman and Robin issue 23.4, Killer Croc issue number 1. I don't know what it is about this cover. I just think it's badass. I really do. I love Killer Croc here. I mean, he is just this monstrous beast of a creature. His mouth is so hyperextended and just wants to tear up someone's ass. I mean, that's the way he looks. Love the over-exaggerated claws here. Love the details in the body sculpture that's there. Just really fits the character. The teeth, just everything about it so hyperextended. Little eyes. The lava or the sewer or wherever he is, you can see that moves here. Again, droplets are all in the 3D effect. And then there's little skulls that are out in 3D too, that when you look at it, they're coming at you. And then the Killer Croc thing is obviously in front of the Batman and Robin symbol. I really like this cover. I have not even looked at the inside yet because I just got it. And it's just funny because the art doesn't look quite as awesome on the inside. But I'm anxiously waiting to read this story. But I really like this cover. And again, guys, there was lots of covers out there that were good. You know, the Joker one I didn't put on there because I felt like we've seen it already 100 times, even before Villains Month came out there. Harley Quinn was cool, but you know, it was good, but it wasn't like special. It didn't like stand out for me. You know, Killer Frost was a good one. I liked the Court of Owls one. That was different, spooky. They all had different great aspects about them, but I just decided to pick out 10 that kind of stood out in my eyes, and it was difficult, but I had fun doing this. So, guys, if you can, in the comments below, list your top 10 villains covers. Or what was your favorite villains cover? And hope you enjoyed this video. And next, we're going on to the comic reviews. So, guys, as always, thank you for watching Comic Book Corner 2.0. And until the next comic book review, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. See you soon, guys.